Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little bit different. I'm not at the salon, but the show must go on. So right now, that is the closure you just saw that I'll be using. This is my client. She is a high school graduate who grew out her little sassy funky style she had all year and decided she'll just go ahead and sew it down for the summer. So let's get started. So right now, of course, I'm working on fresh, clean hair, and I'm braiding her down. And I don't do all my braid patterns this way. I know the past couple of videos seem to be, but usually this is when I'm doing a center part, and that's the only way that they're going to style their hair. So I usually part it down the center, cornrow both ends, and then I connect it to the back. Right here is where I do an anchor braid, and since her hair is a little short in the back and it's also fine, I'm not going to worry about any hair that I don't catch, which is right at the nape of her neckline. I'm just going to catch the necessary hair because I'm not trying to cause any breakage to her hair. So once I am done with the anchor braid, I continue the rest of my braids, and here's the finished look. And I just use my crochet needle and hook all that together. Now I am applying her wig cap, and I have already sewn on her closure. And I'm right now just adjusting it just to make certain that it lines up with the center part. I'm going to leave her hairline out right at the temple. It comes out a little bit further than the top of her hairline, and that's okay. You want it to look as natural as possible. I'll put a remedy on that a little bit later. So right now I am starting her tracks, and I usually knot this beginning track several times, 5, 6, 7 times sometimes, just to make certain that it's in there and it's secure. Then after doing that, I just go ahead with my usual stitching, and I make certain that the first 2 rows are attached to the 2 braids that I had underneath, like her anchor braids. So that's why the little hair that's underneath that I didn't catch isn't necessary. So now I'm just coming back in opposite direction, and usually as long as I'm still behind the ear, I will use the flip over method. I usually double the track. And then as I move further out, as you can see here, I usually single the track. I am now up to the top, so I'm going to stitch as close to the closure as I can get it without actually pulling on the closure. I don't want it to move. And I'm knotting this as I go. So once I've completed that, this is the top. And this closure did have a little bit of wave to it. I just prefer it. I think that the closures that I order, they just seem to be a lot thicker when they have a wave than when I order them straight. I did bleach the knots, so that's why it looks so natural. And I'm now just using a little bit of edge control, Hicks edge control to be exact, on that hair that is exposed. And she's really all set. So I did cut her hair off camera. She wanted just a very blunt cut. It was kind of hard to get the cut in focus without blocking, so I just went ahead and did it off camera, but I just pretty much went straight across. I didn't do notch cutting as I usually do. So now I'm just putting a little heat to it, and if you can tell, I'm not too concerned with really giving it a whole lot of curl on the ends. She wanted it to fall really natural, almost like she just got out of bed and combed it and flat ironed it herself. She didn't want too much layers or too much feathering. Normally the younger generation tends to like it a little bit more sleek, especially with their bobs. And so I also don't flat iron very close to the weft. I like it to just be a little bit more loose up in there. I feel like it gives the hair a little bit more body. as opposed to when I go in real close and the hair lays really slick to the scalp. Now as I get closer up to the parting though, I will take my flat iron straight to the base of it and smooth it out so that that all lays flat. So as I'm finishing it up, she just wanted me to take a little bit right around the hairline and kind of flip it away from her face. Not much. She didn't want it to look intended, almost just kind of like the wind blew it. So that's why I'm trying not to be too detailed with it, because she assured me she did not want that Farrah Fawcett flip. So just trying not to give her that. And this flat iron I'm using, I actually got it, I want to say from like TJ Maxx or so. It's my home flat iron, so, but it actually does a really, really good job. I'll list the name of it in the description bar below. I don't recall, but I've had it a couple of years and it's never gotten sticky or crudted up or stopped working. I love the plates on it. And she probably will flexi rod it or forgot the name of the other, wand curl it later on, but she wanted to see what it would be like if she just wears it straight. So this is the finished look. I had to slow it down because she did like this fast spin on me, and that's what we were laughing about. But I thought it came out really, really well. She's never done a center part before, so she was a little skeptical. But she trusts me, so I made a believer out of her today. So this is complete. This is the finished look. Very natural, very easy to maintain. And this is going to be her summer look for the summer. So if you enjoyed watching this video and would like to see many more to come, don't forget to select that notification bar so that you'll know every time I upload a video. Here's a closer view of that closure. See you in my next video. Bye, loves.